Let's get busy.
We are recording. Tiffany's in the house.
All right.
What's up?
That's a fucking open question. A lot.
A lot?
A whole lot, yes.
You, I'll say it. You are one of my favorite guests.
Aw.
Always.
Thank you.
Let me get your vocal up.
Thank you.
I feel like you're not.
Sound
Talk.
a little weird. A little weird.
Okay.
I just haven't gotten loud yet.
Where are you coming
That's what
from?
it is.
I haven't
No,
you know,
fucking,
pushed
okay,
your buttons.
Here's the deal. Here's
Yeah.
the deal.
All
I
right,
was
we're
at Louder in Life all fucking weekend, and thanks to the lack of spraying down the gravel and whatever other fucking reasons, dust, and
The
my
heat and
throat's
all this
swollen.
shit,
It hurts. It's hurt for.
Did you have a good time, though?
I had a great time.
Who was your favorite? Were you there all 3 days?
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
Knocked Loose, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
That was my favorite. Little local hardcore kids.
What's really?
Yeah.
I didn't. Are they are
They're
local?
fucking sick. They're great. Yeah.
Knocked
they're,
Loose.
They're
I gotta
like
look.
LaGrange or
Really?
something.
Gotta look them up.
They're like super young.
Really?
But man, these kids fucking rock. I love them. I listen to them at the gym. Like, I mean,
Oh wow! I
they're-
definitely
they're
need to look
awesome.
them
Check
up.
out Knocked Loose. That was like the. I was looking more forward to seeing them than anybody.
Really?
Them, Manson, and then like
I
GNR.
heard.
And
Did you get to see Marilyn?
Oh, dude, I was like 3 feet from him.
Depending
He,
on
like,
who you
flexed
talk to, I
on us.
heard that wasn't one of his better gigs.
Dude, you can't tell me nothing. I love Manson.
You-
He
you
did it.
okay?
It was perfect.
You
It
perfect
was
for you?
fucking Perfect. It was
Then
fucking
if it's
perfect.
if you're happy,
I mean, dude,
yeah.
you can't expect somebody to sound like they did 20 years, 30 years ago
I
when
get it.
you were a fucking kid. They were a different person, and you heard things differently.
Mhm.
Like, just enjoy it.
Oh, I got
Like,
you.
you know, so many. There's nothing but complaints on Facebook.
And you probably seen him and all that
Yeah,
shit. I mean, you can't. Yeah,
scroll.
once again, you can't make everybody happy, but you were happy. It sounds
Oh,
like.
dude, I was stoked. I mean, thank God for my buddy Laura. Like, she tags me along to all her shit, and I get to do exciting stuff.
So is this like a girl weekend thing, or?
Okay, so my mom went all 3 days. Me and Laura went both Friday and Saturday, and then Saturday was like family day. My mom, my stepdad went. My brother was bartending it. His fiance came with us, and then my boyfriend and kiddo came too. So it was like Riker's first concert. His
Really?
first concert.
How old
like,
is he?
He's 9. So yeah, dude. It was actually
That's his first.
Ice Cube,
and his first was
Godsmack,
at
and
the
Guns N' Roses.
You realize you've just set the bar.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted, dude.
Okay.
My first concert was fucking Garth Brooks. I love
Yeah.
Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
He's great. It was an amazing show. But like, I'm a hardcore kid,
I know,
metalhead
yeah.
at heart, and like telling people, oh yeah, my first concert.
Do you remember when Garth pulled the different identity? Chris Gaines,
it
yeah.
was so bad.
Yeah,
God,
it was,
why?
yeah.
Why'd you
But
do
you know,
that?
I kind of respect him because it was not a country thing,
No.
and he wanted to just, do the whole idea. And I knew where he was going with it, but because the truth is, as Garth Brooks, his country fans would have had an issue with it anyway. So I kind of see where he was going. But all right,
Yeah, it was probably the way to do it with no one looking.
yeah, and there was the way he looked too. It was
It was
like
weird.
very
It was
weird.
like, what
Especially it was
happened to you?
weird when the fact that you knew it was Garth. It was weird.
Dude,
but if you
I
didn't
could
know,
go further into that with like a cult weird conspiracy shit, but like
No.
that's a big hole.
How so? Do you think
that's
there's,
why not?
like a
Why
little
wouldn't it
closet
be?
thing
Why
going
wouldn't
on
it
there?
Be like, hey, I gotta go take this fall for this other gain, and like you can't.
I thought he was just being creative. That's how I.
You can't. Can you buy Garth Brooks on iTunes?
No, you can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what? Why,
That's it. Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what
I see what you're saying.
Like,
You know, that's funny you
somewhere
did that.
It's a fucking money thing.
Because I
And
have Apple Music and
somebody fucked somebody,
yeah,
and that
and
was
yeah. I had tried to. It was like the only music that was showing up is like CDs that I had uploaded that just been there. I'm thinking, what's he have out there lately? And I started looking, and I did the search. You can't pull him up. So yes, he's not.
Like,
Yeah.
that's weird.
well-
But you can get his whole fucking discography at the Dollar General by my house for $10.
$10.
It's
yeah.
fucking weird.
Yeah, well,
But,
you know,
I mean,
there's
I'm
a reason for it, and you
no,
know,
I'm not doing
and the
digital.
thing is that I'm not going to question Garth Brooks.
No, I
Yeah.
love him. He can
Yeah.
do whatever the hell he wants.
Right.
He wants to work in Vegas. He can work in Vegas. I don't know. It's just weird, like Holly weird.
Yeah.
I go down all them rabbit holes. I get so pissed off that like people just kiss these people's asses. I don't know.
It's the society.
But I had an amazing weekend. Like my mother is like a psychotic Godsmack fan. Okay, like loves them. Will not stop dancing the whole time.
Really?
Right? I shit you not. Like a few years ago, she worked. I think it was First Louder in Life. She worked it with me and a few of my friends, and like we just let her not work during Godsmack. She just stands there and dances. It's the best thing ever. My poor stepdad had to like buy tickets on StubHub the day of because she was
shit.
like losing her fucking mind. I think it was the Friday before. And
Probably paid a pretty penny
she
for
was
that.
pissed that, you know, he was like, you never do anything. She's like, fucking Louder in Life tickets have been on sale for 6 months.
Why didn't you?
Why didn't you
Use
read?
your-
Why
use your-
didn't you read my mind?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Did you not? You know,
Fucking
yeah.
man, what's
Yeah.
wrong?
You know, when we connected back in the day, a lot of it obviously was from social media, Facebook. You know, we somehow, some way, we're friends, and you've got this whole look, you've got this whole vibe, and I was like, man, I got to get this person on and shoot the shit. And when you came on, you killed it. It wasn't just hair stuff. We were talking your cats and everything, but since then, I know you were doing this YouTube thing.
Yeah, we did it like twice, and
So no more.
yeah, we're gonna do it more. We're gonna do
What
it more.
what was?
Like
yeah.
I just wish
Chat me
I
up on
could,
that.
like,
What's the
fucking
story
go
there?
live all day, every day, but like I don't.
But you were doing it from your shop.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll get to the fucking shop. Okay, so we were doing the podcasting. It was fun. Then like life just got like really busy in April. I had like family vacation planned, and we'll start with fucking April, okay?
It's in this year.
So mind you, last time I was here, I just moved into my new location in J-Town.
Right.
Well, I'll be fucking damned if on August 1st they come in, they tell me, hey, we've sold the building to a cash buyer.
I saw that.
Fuck
on
your
there.
lease.
Yeah.
So like, my life's been extremely hectic and hard for like, what, 2.5 months, fucking October, September, August. Yeah, like 2 months of pure fucking hell.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am just now starting to like recognize myself. Like,
But you landed at another spot,
right around the fucking
corner. Yeah.
Right around the corner, dude. I got so lucky. So luck have it, the realtor that sold the other place, like, I mean, I try so hard not to be a mean person, but the things I could say about
Do you
my
really?
prior, I do, dude. It's hard. It's a lot of work. Like, I am here to fucking tell you. And I tell people all the time, I am a terrible person. Don't tell me I'm not. I'm fucking terrible. Just because I think everyone can be better. You know, but, I mean, I have to fight a
get
lot
that.
of urges to, like, you know, throw rocks and fist and, you know. But I did 3.5 years of therapy.
How's your kung fu
to
game?
not be, I mean, I figure I can chuck a good 35 pounds of something. You know? But, so anyways, so I moved my shop. That's been like, that was like 6 weeks of just pure, am I gonna be able to pull this off? Am I gonna land on my feet? Of course I'm gonna land on my feet, but like 2 of them are fucking broken. And it's like the healing process and the getting out of the hole. I've told all my clients lately, I was like, I'm just like a fucking jackass in a hole. I keep, you know, knocking some more dirt down, stepping up on it, and, you know, I'll get out of this hole. Like, in July, I had just gotten caught up from my last relocation, and, like, I had a 3-year lease with these people. I didn't think they were going to come in and be like, hey, fuck you, you got to vacate. But I also didn't know, like,
Was there a clause in there that they
word
could?
word to the wise here. See, now my first instinct when they told me you've got 30 days, I'm like, fuck, I gotta find a building, I gotta secure my business, I got 2 girls working for me, I gotta make sure they have a place to do
job,
hair.
yeah.
So that was on August 1st. By August 6th, I was signing a lease with my new landlords that
Wow.
are the most phenomenal,
Well, good for you.
nice, kind people. Like, they have really, really just, like, been so fucking awesome through this, like, whole terrible ordeal. Because, like, mind you, there's, like, a lot of shit that goes into doing a salon, and when you move one.
There's a lot of moving parts there. I can only imagine.
A lot of idiots you deal with. It's been stressful. I lost an employee. Like, it was like in a matter of a month's time, 3 people close to me, you know, the one that worked for me, the landlords, and then another individual that was living with me, totally fucked me over. You know, that's how I look at it. Like, fuck you, I'm going through the worst time of my life and you fucking bail. You do something stupid and you two are just terrible fucking people. Don't talk to me ever again. I don't know if I'll be able to not go to jail. Like, I mean, it's like, you know,
I've never podcasted a prisoner.
well, I mean, right. I mean, eventually, once we get further down the line, like, I'll put you on my list. You can come in on Sundays.
That one call is
Dude,
for a podcast.
Have you seen that new show, Prodigal Son?
I've heard of it.
Holy
Yeah,
fucking!
I've not seen
They're
it.
two episodes in. It's
What is
so
this on?
good. It's on Fox.
Fox. Okay.
Yeah, it is. It's great. It's really good. Check it out. But yeah, you could come see me at Central State, and you know it'll either
That's
be,
more
it'll be-
psychological, right?
Yeah. That's where I belong. I mean, later, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's get through this one first.
So I've relocated my shop. We did Gaslight Festival. I'm slowly pulling everything together, but like this new shop, it's amazing. It screams me. It's so conspiracy, UFO,
Really?
Illuminati. Like,
Well, fuck,
I really
why
went,
haven't you
like,
told me?
Like, I am a religion lover. Okay, I'm like a weirdo when it comes. Like, people get so mad over religion and fight over it. Like, who fucking cares? At the end of the day,
You know
you're
that-
mad that guy is praying to that fucking doorknob, and it makes him a happy fucking dude.
That's true.
Like, who
I got you.
cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? You know,
Okay.
but like I like to pick and poke, and I like history, and you know, and I kind of took everything and put it in my shop together. There,
Right.
you visibly
I need to
see
go. I need to come and hang out.
a few. You know, it's like, oh God, is she a fucking
Is
witch?
this
Is she a Satanist?
Illuminati?
Is she
What is
fucking
going on here?
Catholic? Like, I mean, what the fuck? But I mean, it's a very good collective of me and Andrea as well. Like, we both.
Andrea.
Andrea Blades. Yes. She.
It's a great birth name.
She couldn't be here tonight.
Where is she?
because-
She's cool.
Dude, I've tried so hard. She just, Andrea, see, you're getting called out. You should be here right now.
fuck?
My support system. No, that's my best friend in the whole fucking world. And like, seriously, she knows, I know, my family knows, all our friends know. Like, the past 2 months, I could not have survived this without her. Couldn't have done it. Couldn't. Like, that bitch always has my back.
You couldn't survive without the bitch.
There's not a fucking crazy idea I can't fucking throw at Andrea, and she'll be like,
Oh, that's
we can figure it out. And then she'll have like 5 more ideas. Like, I mean, she is like she's my creative partner without a doubt when it comes to hair shit and getting out of fucked up situations. I'm telling you, that's my girl. That's
we
it.
all need that one.
Yeah, dude. Like, there's nothing I can't tell Andrea, and she doesn't give me the look that like the general public or even Dale, my boyfriend, he gives me like these looks like I feel like he questions why I think he stays around to see what's going to happen.
Does he have a
I think he's got a thing for crazy bitches.
Does he have a
honestly.
WTF look?
A
special?
lot, a lot. Dude, there's things I say.
Okay.
Okay, have you seen the show I'm Sorry on Netflix?
No.
Okay, the people from Seinfeld did it.
Okay.
I don't fucking know.
Right.
His tattoo artist, I go in one day and he's like, you need to watch this show. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You are the lead character. And I'm like, damn it. So I watch it and fuck, I am the lead character. And now I have a little
I'll
bit
check
of
it out.
sympathy for my boyfriend, but not much. Not much. I mean, he knew what he was getting into, you know, but again, like, he's another one. He's such a good support
But you've been with him for a while.
like, it'll be 4 years
Okay,
soon. And
You all work out and all stuff. All this shit
we go to
together.
the gym together every day. And he's a kick-ass single dad. He does all the work on that end. You guys all think I'm this, like, extraordinary superhuman person. I'm at work most of the time, and you get the pictures of our fun times, you know? And there was, like, a good, like, 6 weeks going through this past, like, 2 months of hell in my life where, like, all I did was work on this shop, try to squeeze in a hernia surgery.
You? When was this year?
Yes, I just had it a month ago. Like,
You
let's see,
had
what
a
was it?
hernia
It was
surgery
on-
while,
it was
like in
on
that window of you trying to find a new place.
August 20th.
Because a hernia surgery doesn't just happen. This is something you probably.
Look, I mean, I
you
had it. Yeah, I
you had
had
for
this.
a while.
I had this scheduled, but prior to my August 1st, you
Lord,
know,
woman.
and I wasn't gonna cancel my surgery. I've been wanting to get.
Your story would not be on the Hallmark Channel. Just saying.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. It's like, I don't know what channel it's fit for, but I think HBO could do something
That
good.
too, yeah.
Give me HBO money.
Yeah.
No, but so I had this hernia surgery scheduled, you know, and so from the 6th, when I signed the new lease, until the 19th, I busted my ass. Me and Andrea worked our asses off. I painted every wall in that fucking place. Like, we got creative. At the end of it, when I was tired as I can be, Andrea wanted to paint the fucking bathroom purple. We did, and it was perfect. And everybody walks in, they're like, oh my God. And like, seeing everybody, like, come in and be like, oh wow, oh my God, this is awesome, this is so much better than the last place. And I'm like, yeah.
Is it really?
It's
so much?
phenomenal.
No.
I had no idea.
So this turned out to be a good thing.
Right. I mean, you can give me something like this and I'll be like, oh wow, thanks, I'm gonna make the best of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I had no idea I was basically doing hair in a fucking dungeon, low ceilings. Like, it just wasn't. It wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't as good as what I have now. But I mean, you could put me back there tomorrow, and I'd still make the best of it and still
It
do
wasn't
awesome hair.
I was at that place. It wasn't a bad place.
It wasn't a bad place.
No.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But like, everybody's like, wow, this one's
But
really
this is
you.
okay.
Like,
Well,
this
now I
is,
gotta stop by.
This
for
is
sure.
awesome. It's got higher ceilings. Like, it has a better vibe.
Okay.
Like, I think I've.
What's the
put-
story? You have alien? What are you doing there?
What?
You said you have aliens or what's
No, I just have like black lady, like fucking high school type shit.
Okay.
Like, I got posters on the ceiling in my
Okay.
shampoo bowl room. There's black lights everywhere. It's real tarot card, chill, fucking. There's
right.
always music in there. There's trippy lights. It's
not a paranormal type of theme, or could
my whole life's paranormal.
I
You
dig
have
that.
no idea.
I know,
like,
I dig
like,
that.
okay. Oh, here's a like wild. My buddy Laura, 107. She's at my shop one day, and one of my clients that I absolutely love, Deborah. Like, me and her have a whole nother different. Like, I could tell you weird connection stories that happen with me
Please
all day
do.
long. So Laura's sitting there, and Deborah comes in for her appointment, and she sits down in the chair, and she looks at Laura, and she says, I know you. And Laura's like, I'm not from here. And she's like, I'm not either. I'm from Winchester. And Laura's like, what? So this client of mine who's like, had like crazy shit happen, like experience loss, blah, blah, you know. And she was Laura's mother, who's deceased, childhood friend, but had never met Laura, knew of Laura, hadn't seen Laura's mother since they were younger. And all of a sudden she's sitting in a room, and like shit like this happens to me. All my clients have.
You're a conduit.
Dude, I am. I swear to God, I am. And it's a blessing and a curse. You know, you kind of hear things.
You're
in
the
your
proxy.
head.
You're the proxy in this thing. Oh.
dude, so now I'm across the street from a graveyard, okay? So now
now I know where you're at.
Right,
so, yeah, I do
right,
know.
right.
Yeah,
It used to be
okay.
a little
Mhm.
acupuncture
Yeah,
place,
yeah.
and I painted the purple
Okay.
shutters, and now it looks like a little haunted house across from the
A
graveyard.
365.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's fine with me.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm kind of witchy. I'm weird. I like to say I'm in tune, but others would, some of the
What
shit that
radio
most-
dial is
Yeah,
that?
exactly.
But and that's one reason why you're sitting where you're sitting is because you're gonna come. You're one that would come on, and we get to just shoot the shit, and you're gonna have good stories to tell.
Yeah, I don't want to come here and promote my fucking
Well,
business.
you get to. Obviously, you
I'll
get
tell
to.
you.
Yeah,
Yes, I
yeah.
do hair
Yeah.
all weekend long. Everybody kept stopping us because of who Laura is and because her hair. So we couldn't fucking walk 10 feet without somebody knowing her or somebody talking about her hair, and then we plug me and go on about our business. But I love what I do. I absolutely love it, and I feel like it was almost stolen from me 2 months ago, and it was like any sane person would have gave up and been like, well, I'm just gonna go work for somebody, or I'm gonna do hair at home, or it was total out of nowhere, holy shit. And me, I'm a survivor. My mother will tell you. My kid's a cockroach. There's nothing that is gonna stop her. If she's determined, she's gonna
live
she's gonna
forever.
survive.
She's gonna survive.
Nuclear warfare. I'll still be
Holocaust,
like,
everything. Yeah.
is there somewhere I can take a shower?
Bathe her and bring her to me. So give us what's with it's still obviously Sweet Style of Mine.
Oh yeah.
Nothing as far as
I'm hiring.
you
I
are.
need 2 hairstylists. I would prefer 2 that are best friends, like me and Andrea. Don't mind the word fuck. You have a sense of humor, and you know how to debate and talk about real life shit without getting your feelings hurt. And we go wild at the shop. We talk about everything. I am really good at triggering people. It's a specialty of mine. But there's I don't do the snowflake bullshit.
Yeah, 'cause-
I want to talk about things. I want to be real. I'm not gonna fucking pander to your bullshit feelings. And that's why Laura's such a good friend to me, because she's left middle, I'm right middle. Sometimes she brings me a little further to the middle than I like to admit, but whatever. I do have a heart. I am a human.
That's when you know.
I mean,
There
as far
are
as I
still
know.
some lines that you have to cross just to know that there's lines.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say I like something if I don't, just so
Exactly,
people like me. That's not my thing.
Right. Staying with the shop though, the one thing that I knew of is that it was a color theme kind of still.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now with them black lights, I've been dropping crazy neon greens hairs and shit. Okay, I know it's crazy, but there's no other shop that has a shampoo bowl room that's all black lit and
Are you sacrificing? I mean, is this
No,
like a cult?
no. I mean, no,
Kinda.
maybe something. But I mean,
Does this
people,
can this if we wanted to perform an exorcism, could we use your place?
I don't see why you couldn't. I mean, we have graveyard dirt there. We have brick dust. We got some other weird shit, dude.
It's cool.
Oh my god. Okay, so I got some black magic sage.
Are you serious?
A month ago, and
Really?
yeah, I about burnt the fucking shelf off the wall.
Well, why did you get black magic sage?
Because I mean, you can't have
What-
you have to have balance. I'm a Libra too,
Okay.
so balance is my thing. We're not all fucking good. We're not all good. Not everyone out there is a fucking angel.
No,
Even
we're
your
not.
mama's done some fucked up shit. Okay, I'm just saying, and tell me she ain't. But it's just a darkness and light thing, and sometimes when you're in the dark, you might as well study the dark while you're there, and get back out into, it's just one of
So
those.
basically-
it's good and evil.
so-
I don't believe right, left, or I believe right, wrong, good, bad, evil. I mean, you can't have one without the other.
Yes or
So,
no?
Yeah.
Can we? No, I'm
Yeah.
you already said yeah. I got you there. So yeah, if you want to go get your hair done and then summon up the devil afterwards, that's your hookup.
No,
right?
it doesn't even have to be the devil.
Well,
Like,
I say the devil, not just, but it could be anybody, right?
My poor boyfriend tells people all the time, like I have a big pentagram on my neck. He'll be save worshiper, and no, I'm not. I worship myself. I don't worship these assholes on TV.
You worship
I am a
yourself.
worshiper of myself. The
Someone
better I
there's
am,
a little
the better.
narcissism there,
Dude, it's
right?
bad. It's bad. I'm part-time narcissist. I swear
You'll
to God.
own it,
I
too.
swear to
You
God,
own it.
I will. I'm not going to sit here and lie about it. That I don't like. I go to the gym 5 days a week
And you
for
look
my
amazing.
fucking self.
You look amazing.
I do
You
it
do.
for me. I found out 2 months ago I have scoliosis. My back is an S curve. I was having all these neck issues. So yeah, I have an S curve for a back, and like that doctor was like, "You have scoliosis?" I said, "No, I don't." Fucking prove it. And he said, "Come here, bring your phone." So they pull up my X-rays, and yeah, so my back is like.
This was 2 months ago.
2 months ago. How did they miss that with that finger down the back test in elementary school? Why wasn't I diagnosed? My back has hurt my whole fucking life.
I wouldn't give credence to the elementary
Okay,
test, but
okay.
my point is that 2 months ago, you're finding this out about you. You're dealing with the least shit.
Yeah. And then I've
And you
got
still got-
surgery scheduled too.
And how is your sanity? I mean,
Dude, I can't say enough about exercise and cognitive therapy.
is that your
and
escape?
meditation
That's your- I got it.
and like
Oh,
I'll
I
tell
got
you
it.
my schedule. I get up at 7 a.m. By 8 o'clock, between 7 and 8, I'm doing random things, feeding cats.
Yeah, because you got so many.
And then.
And we will give a shout out to every one of them in a few, but go ahead.
Yeah, at 8 o'clock I have like a greenery type moment, and then like 8:30 to 9 I sit down and I meditate, and then by 9:15 I'm on my way to the gym. I go to the gym
So
for an
there is a
hour.
routine.
I have to have a routine. I have to have structure, and like you can go to the doctor and take all the fucking pills you want and cop out and make excuses for what's wrong with you, or you can just take care of yourself.
Fight through it.
Take care of
and
yourself.
Educate yourself too. Actually, that's
dude,
part of it too.
Learn to catch your triggers.
Learn.
Watch the shit like other people do that you're like, or I see usually a lot of what you don't like in somebody else is one of your flaws. Like I look for things constantly, and it's hard to be sane. It's not easy. But I mean, sure, I could go to the doctor, get on some SSRIs and benzos, and just roll through the world as a fucked up zombie and neglect everything. Or, I can throw some Adderall in with it so I can function while I'm on this like cocktail of hell. Fuck that. I can't be one of them people. Like, like I've tried. I was guinea pigged, 12 to 19, taking different, try this, you're crazy, you're angry. Nobody ever sat me the fuck down and talked to me.
Stay there with me. This is a good conversation. 12 to 19. Why? What was happening then?
Puberty was fucking happening.
Was it just that?
Yeah, my parents
Well,
were divorced.
wait a minute, that's
my mom
maybe that's-
had a baby.
all right,
My
that's-
dad had a baby.
Not 12 to 19. I can get 12 to whatever, but
Oh, dude,
that's a 7-year stretch.
I was a terrible person to my mom from like 12 to 19. I wanted to do.
Chat me up. What was the why?
I had this body at 12 years old, 13 years
I
old,
got you.
14 years
I got you.
old, and I wanted to do whatever my friends were doing. And my mom knew she had a wild ass because she knew herself and recognized those qualities. And my mom had me at 16. She didn't want that for me, and she wanted to break that. You can break those genetic codes if you try, and if you have the right people around you. You don't have to be a fucking idiot
Right.
because so and so was. So that's kind of how I did it.
So you had that
But-
body when
but-
you were that age. Good God.
I remember being at Walmart one time and my mom turned around looking at some dude and being like, she's 12. So,
No, I girls, I can relate. I can
Yeah.
relate to that shit.
yeah. What about Colorado? Little girls, 11 and over. They've freed the nipple, okay? Like, I'm all for grown-ass bitches showing their titties. And you know it's not going to be the pretty titties. Sorry, guys. It's because the women that are going to walk around shirtless, like, don't even, I'm not going to go too far down this. But Colorado approved it for girls 11 and over.
When was this? I didn't hear this.
Here recently, yes.
11 and over?
11 and over. You're a fucking 12-year-old. You're 13-year-old. You're 14-year-old. Can walk
No,
around
good God.
topless.
That's.
Public swimming pool, topless. Like,
But I guess why
what
was
kind
it?
of fucking world
No,
do we
well,
live in?
let me. Who is arguing that?
that
Someone
should be
that
the age.
yeah, who is arguing that
Probably
point?
a bunch of old dirty pedophiles. Like, I mean, dude, I am into all this.
All
weird-
those. No, I know who it is, and I'll probably go piss.
Right?
There are these old white Republican, conservative Christian that secretly to all that shit.
They're on.
behind the scenes.
They're on both sides. They're on both sides. It's the
Fair enough.
whole
All right,
fucking.
fair
It's
enough.
all of them.
Okay,
Both
yeah.
administrations.
It is.
No one is safe. Like, seriously, fuck all those people. I don't know why people buy gas anymore. I don't know why people vote anymore. Like, I'm so fed up and sick of the fact that all of it. There's more of us than them. Like, everybody just
Wait a minute, who's more of us? Who?
like
What was it?
the American people.
Well, more of us than who's them?
Them, your government,
Oh,
your,
okay.
Yeah. This whole shit show of each side.
They kind of got all the big toys, that could,
Yeah, I mean, well, when you can buy islands, I'm sure you can buy bums to hunt on your island. When big game is boring, what do? You buy people. I fuck all them people. Like, I just can't. They don't. We do not benefit them well. We do not benefit them educated. Like, really, 2 stars, Kentucky, JCPS, 2 fucking stars.
Oh yeah, we're behind the times
I'm
in
over
a
it.
lot of ways. Yeah.
I'm over it. At what point never mind the fact they just got like 4 or 5 million for the Head Start program, but you don't hear anything about that. But yet JCPS is going to come at homeowners and tax them on their property taxes even more when my parents done raised their kids. Why they got to pay to educate yours? How many people in the school system you think are actually homeowners that are going to get taxed on that?
But
It's things like that
Hold
bother
on,
me.
Tiffany.
Who the fuck is stealing all the money
Well,
to where
that's a good
new
question.
taxes
No,
have
it's-
to roll out and affect people who own their shit, people who are
Hmm.
older, on fixed incomes, have their shit laid out and planned? I mean,
there's got to be a better way to it. But when it comes to education, I'm kind of for
47?
we got to fix it. We got to figure out how to fix that because
Yeah, we got to hold parents accountable. They
kids,
got to do their part at home.
we got our next generation of family that we hope to be in a situation to,
They're not learning like we did. They're not being taught like we did at all.
well, you know why? Because right now,
Because it's a lot easier to be like, hey, get on Google Classroom,
Exactly.
read this,
Honey,
this, and this.
honey,
I'll send
yeah.
it to your mother in the portal, and
Yeah.
everybody's
that
communicating
too.
like
But
this.
you know what? In honestly, in the home, I guarantee a lot of that shit's the same. That parents. I'm making a general statement. It's not you or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm making a
yeah,
general
no.
statement where right now, especially kind of the younger generation that is now attached to a fucking. It's not just a smartphone. It's an artificial intelligence device. A device
Exactly.
that you can say something into it and it will give you every answer. It will do whatever. It's an intelligence. And you can say right now, instead of sitting down, families right now, the younger family, instead of sitting down with their first, second, third grade kid, here, honey, No, not just. Actually, they're not even handing them their own phone. They're saying, "Grab your phone
Get your
and
tablet.
and tablet, and talk to Siri, Google it, whatever. You'll get an answer to that question. And when you're done, I'll check it later while I'm fucking binging on Netflix or something.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
today's.
That's our parental culture.
Yeah.
You
It
know,
is.
Laziness is okay, and pushing, shoving your
Onto
damn
somebody,
iPads, your fucking
yeah.
babysitter, and the teachers have gotten to where they do the same thing. Like, I have teachers in my chair. I ask them these questions. Why would you wait until a student's failing to contact a parent?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you do it when you start to see it? Okay, we're slipping here. I'm gonna call mom tonight.
Yeah.
It's a 5-minute phone call that could turn into a 20-minute phone call, and y'all could reach a better way to educate that kid. But
No, that's a
these
good point.
teachers have overcrowded classrooms. They don't have everything they need. But
and a lot they don't have the time.
why do
I
we
mean,
need 1.8 millions in repair to our schools? Why aren't they being maintained? Like, where the fuck is the money?
Where I was at this. I'll share this with you. I was at this past Saturday. I don't know what your take with Matt Bevin is, but Matt Bevin for teachers throughout the state is kind of public enemy number one.
Oh, I don't know.
I went to a picnic/event that was organized by a Republican senator who is someone who is a major proponent for legalizing cannabis. And the event was bullied by Bevin. It brought all kinds of people, all different.
Yeah.
It's a bipartisan thing. And what blew me away, and this is where I think there's hope, because I'm kind of in the middle of the road. I lean left, mainly because I have this crazy open mind.
I lean right because I got this fucking scoliosis.
Yeah. So we're meeting halfway, but I'm listening to several speakers who are Republicans who flat out just said they are prepared to vote for Bashir, who is a Democrat, to get Bevin out of office. Not so much that it wasn't about siding with the left. It was to find a way to bring it more in the middle.
Yeah.
And that's where, I just think right now this country is as divided as it.
Oh, it's so
it's
bad.
been.
Well, I mean, the media's done it. The
That
media's
too?
done it.
Well,
the media's done it.
That's
Facebook's done it.
everything. So it has played.
they
I don't even post
But
political
they
shit on.
they have been doing these experiments for years. Like, they would go into a classroom into like second grade and be like, okay, we're gonna do this test today on all you kids, and then they'll divide them in 3 groups, and they'll take, okay, hey, you guys are the smart kids. We don't have to fucking worry about you. You guys in the middle, you're all right. You guys over here, you're fucking stupid. You're coming with me.
Yeah, come over here.
And so then that I'm stupid segregation thing was done, and advanced classes, and okay, Louder in Life this weekend. This kind of will more so get you what I'm saying.
Right.
Why in the fuck were there VIP tickets ever sold? Because if you're gonna charge these people on the front end that are responsible and buy their tickets early, this is how health insurance works. This is how everything works. So you got all these people that paid like $189 or something for it, and then 2 weeks before the event, you drop a $99 fucking weekend VIP
I didn't know that.
special.
Really?
So what was the point of those people spending, $60, $70, $80 more a ticket, only to be standing there next to the same irresponsible asshole that waited till the last minute?
Fair.
Or, the same responsible, it just...
But why was that the case? Because
but why? But, okay, you want to know what separates VIP from general admission? Fucking air-conditioned toilets.
Is it?
That was it. That was it. You could piss in the air conditioning.
Did I hear a 15-year-old child died working something to that. Is that what I
Dude,
heard?
this infuriates me. Okay, my brother had asthma growing up. Like, we were always at the hospital.
Yeah.
Always in nebulizers, breathing treatments, allergy shots. Like, he was fucking bubble boy. Darren, I love you, but you're fucking... It was annoying. We had to put him in the car and go for rides so he could fall asleep. He's very macho now, but he was a pussy when he was little. So having a child, growing up with my brother, like, there's no way in hell my mom would have let his ass go work there at 15 years old, 10:30 at night. Your kid's like,
But it's legal. You could. I mean,
for what? 4 hours?
I don't know.
For
I don't
4
know
hours
the
and not
logistics there.
past like 10 o'clock, I think.
I don't know those
Like,
logistics.
I know there's rules to that, okay? But
I would
again,
think. Well, I'm guessing something as elaborate
like I
as big
said,
as Louder Life.
and
They
if
probably
she
knew the rules,
worked
right?
that Friday before,
Right.
like, come on, not all.
I guess where are you going with this? Like it was her
so,
fault?
No,
Or-
no.
Okay.
I'm saying, like, I told you, I've had a sore throat since Friday.
Yeah, you did.
So that little girl was in there with that asthmatic already problem. Like, come on, like, it shouldn't have happened. I don't feel like I wish she wouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
I wish she wouldn't have been there. I
Didn't
hate it.
she? I don't know the story, but didn't she like either complain or not complain? She brought up she wasn't feeling well, and
Yeah.
then they kind of took her.
They
or
took her to
didn't-
the medical
Yeah,
tent
yeah,
and then kind of gave her a breathing treatment and was like, well, that's
It's
it.
the heat or whatever.
But no, you've got a 15-year-old child right there. You call a fucking ambulance. Like, somebody's in trouble. I don't know who. I wasn't there. But, like, that is like, what a fucking awful way to ruin such an awesome event.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that would have. Yeah, that was kind of a buzzkill.
I mean,
for
I've
the-
seen helicopters leave that place 3 different times. Why wasn't she airlifted? Why? I mean, you had a kid telling you something's wrong. I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't there, but I know under the conditions and how I felt after this weekend, like, you can't just dump gravel in a fucking lot and tell people to go play in it for 12 hours a day in 95-degree heat.
Humid,
But
yeah.
like, aside from that, like, I'm so happy that festival was amazing. Amazing. I loved how it was laid out. I didn't like the VIP idea.
And then there was like a record-breaking crowd too.
Oh, it
right?
was amazing. Now, Friday, trying to get the fuck out of the fairgrounds with the Trinity and St. X game getting out, or was it Trinity and St. X? Yeah.
At Papa John's.
Yeah,
So
that was letting out too. So we sat in the fucking parking lot for an hour.
Yeah.
But Friday and Saturday, traffic went real easy. But when you charge me $20 to park somewhere and I gotta walk half a fucking mile, that was wrong. That was wrong. I don't know how much y'all made on them $20 a car, all 3 days, 3 weekends.
To their credit, though, from what I hear from everyone, that everything about that event,
it was great.
it was great, and it keeps getting better. The music is the band, whatever.
Yeah.
It's evolving in a right way.
I think people are more so gonna want to do it.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't think. Back to like the little girl, like, I hate it. I've thought so much about it. It bothers me. It bothers me. Like, I just think of how my mom is, and I'd had a better chance of seeing God than being there working, or especially with fucking with asthma.
I mean, it was. Yeah.
I mean, that poor little girl. There had to have been like something. It
Yeah.
bums me out. It bums
Yeah.
me out major.
Should have been some kind of flags that. Yeah.
Like, it was a kid.
It was a kid.
It was a kid,
That was
dude.
enough.
Like,
Yeah,
you do
should've-
not
you should've-
like when it comes to me, you don't fuck with old people and you don't fuck with kids. Like I just and
No, I'm with you. Totally with you.
and that mom and getting that phone call and like it seemed like, I don't know if she was there, wasn't there, or how fast she got there to her to carry her out of there, and just that. Okay, 9th grade, I got jumped by 5 girls at Kentucky Kingdom, okay? And like I fucking kicked in my mouth, all this shit. I don't care. They have tiny lives now. Like, it's flattering. But okay, so and my mom, we lived right over. I grew up in Oklahoma, so like from the time my mom got the phone call, I swear she was there in 7 minutes flat. Like come running in there, So like it just made me think of that time I was hurt somewhere else, and my mom had to run into a situation, panicked, freaked out, and then that goes back to when I found out that I lost my lease. So what I should have done is stayed. Because I voluntarily vacated, I had no case against them. Because my first thing I wanted to do was get my shit, get out, set up, and be able to still work, and then go back to that and take care of that.
Right.
It didn't work that way. Gotcha. I got fucked. Nothing. You get nothing, but you found another spot to do hair in. You're gonna be okay. Like you can tell how all over the place I am. I've been telling everybody for 2 weeks. My brain is broken, and I ain't even fucking kidding.
With the stress of work, your excesses or extremes, that's probably the best word, have all over the place. I mean, you're great, good extremes like Lauer in life, the stress with work, still getting your workouts in. Well, and then let's go back to this podcast, this YouTube
I'm gonna get back to it. I
well,
really am.
What is the rhyme and read? What's the premise of this? What are you trying to do with this?
Why wouldn't I? I just have opinions, and like there's so much people don't look into. They look at that fucking box in front of them or their news feed, and like your algorithms on your news feed are catered to you, and you're being brainwashed by somebody who is totally fucking with you by putting in your timeline what they think you should see, or trying to see how you're gonna react and what you're gonna post, and it's just all fucking. It's so bad. It wears me out. So I just.
Is this your way of just purging shit?
Yeah. Without a doubt. And I mean, like. I was amped on the Epstein shit. You know how pissed off I was when they're like, "Oh, he's dead. It's fucking over." Yeah. No, it's not. He ain't fucking dead. You cannot convince me.
Are you serious?
Oh, dude, I'll go down that fucking road. I will.
So this is some now. See, I buy into conspiracies,
I mean,
but
dude,
I think
if you got that much fucking money,
I just think the
leading
problem
up to
is
it,
that there was so many people that his story would have buried.
Why isn't it then? Why isn't it? They released black books with everybody's fucking names, and everybody's just like, fucking Prince Andrew, and the Queen's like, no, he didn't do anything.
Right.
That fucking bitch.
Liar.
Liars.
He literally is connected.
Everything you enjoy was funded by a fucking pedophile.
Yeah,
how's that feel?
Yeah.
Like, it's a big fucking slap to everyone.
I mean, from princes to the Clintons,
Leslie
to
Wexner,
Trump,
his main fucking buddy. That's the owner of Victoria's Secrets.
Yeah.
Thank you, head to toe. Like right now, aside from my shit luck T-shirt, I can't shop there anymore, but I have to. Like, it's my favorite. It's the best. Nothing else fits right. Like, I mean, that's where I get my yoga pants. That's where I get my sports bras. Like, fucking weirdo pedophile perverts. Like, how? Fucking baby eaters. Like, I just swear to God, like, it drives me crazy. And then, like, I love Disney. And I know so many terrible things about Disney that I'm like, God damn it. But that's where that whole good, bad, that balance, that dark and light, I mean, I will fall down some rabbit holes. Like, I mean, there's some of them that I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Yeah, dude, I think he's in Antarctica or on an island or, regardless.
I don't know.
He's not dead. He's not dead. You don't have that much money and fucking just get.
But he had that many potential enemies.
He's fucking Mossad or CIA or intelligence
but that's my point. He's
boys.
He's too in.
They bring in this knucklehead mafia cop dude. I didn't fucking strangle him.
That's a great story.
My ass. Like, he never got strangled. He was out of there. He was out of there that first suicide attempt. Like, come
Wow.
on. Don't you believe in cloning? Come on. Let's get real.
Cloning,
Let's get real.
we're
Let's
even
get
gone
real.
there.
Oh,
Wow.
dude, okay, one day we're at therapy, me and Dale. Like, this is how much my boyfriend loves me. When he sees me, like, going off edge, he's like, I'm gonna go to the therapist. You know, like, I mean, like, he's good about that. Or he'll paint me something and make me happy.
Is he an
Like,
artist?
Yes, he
Okay.
is, but like he wouldn't be like, oh, I'm the best fucking artist ever. But no, he just like does random shit out of nowhere, and you walk into it and you're like, wow, you do love me. So I was leaving the gym the other day, I grab his phone and I take a terrible picture of myself. So he painted me as like Charles Manson, basically, with his name as the swastika part. And it's hilarious. But so we're at therapy one day, and he looks at the therapist and he says, she talks to her dead grandpa on the way home, on the way to work in the mornings. And that therapist is like, my dad died a few years ago. I talk to him every day too. And he's like, you're missing it. She's not crazy. Like, sometimes he's like, babe, I think you're schizophrenic. and it's like, no, she's like spiritual. And so the doctor says this to him, and then he says, well, she thinks Hillary Clinton's a robot. And the doctor looks at me, and I look at him and like smack him in his shoulder, and I'm like, can you prove she's not, though? You know what I mean? Prove to me she's not. No, I'll never say it again. So that's kind of how I am. But I also am a very spiritual person and believe in all kinds of shit I can't see. So, you know, but with that bitch, I need to see there's not a panel
Do you believe in
in her
aliens?
fucking back. Oh, yeah. Without a doubt.
Well, what's your take? And I'm digressing a little bit here because one of my, I'm doing 3 podcasts a week now. One this, and then a dedicated sports show, and then a UFO show. And you know, with the UFO thing, the Navy recently acknowledged that these videos that had made their way out into public are legit. That these objects are truly unidentified. I guess, but they're not saying alien. But everything about these objects or these, the propulsion, everything about them, they're not what we're seeing as far as our own technology. And then you got the actual pilots who acknowledge, I've never seen anything like that before. And these are not just, the first year pilot. These are quality, tenured people. I think, how soon are we to having truly disclosure that they're here?
They're here. They've been here.
they've
They're
been
among
here.
us.
Yeah.
Men in Black was your major fucking hint, okay?
Not Will Smith.
Well, dude, I mean, I still need somebody to prove to put Will Smith and Obama in the same room together. That's another fucking conspiracy. Dude, no. Have you seen the Morgan Freeman, Jimi Hendrix conspiracy?
No.
Fuck. I have so many good rabbit holes for you. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's pretty damn believable. Like, you're looking at it and you're like, maybe. Like, but why didn't he want to be Jimi Hendrix anymore? Why'd they give him a job as fucking Morgan Freeman? Like, I don't
On the
know.
electric company, right? Wasn't he on the electric company back in the day? Do you remember?
No.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's just weird when you go back and you look at all these ties and like, I trust no one. I would love to like send my DNA in and just kind of figure out, what kind of mutt of a white person I am. But I'm kind of scared. Like I'm pretty fucking. I don't think like everybody else. What if I'm not like everybody else and somehow I fell into this and they find me?
Wonder if it's because everyone else, maybe you're the norm and everyone else is different.
Man, I'd be in my world. I am. I've got a sticker that a friend gave me, and it says, "What if I'm the one that thinks you're weird?" And I think people that just like, I do the same thing every day, but I'm doing what I love, and I'm not doing it for anyone other than me. That's like, when I tell people I'm selfish. I'm a terrible person. I'm vain. I'm narcissistic. Like, I am my worst enemy. Like, I'm a terrible person. I swear. But that's because I am so fucking selfish that I take 2 hours to myself every morning so I can be the best person I can the rest of my fucking day, because I have energy vultures that want to be pretty that come to me and I make them pretty, you know?
Prettier.
So, you know, and I hear everybody's bullshit and what's going on in their life and, you know, offer advices or just listen or, you know, or just give them, what the fuck are you doing with your life? You know, like, anything goes. My clients tell me any and everything. I know more about them than most of their significant others do.
I'm sure.
You know?
What's, since last time you were here, any more ink?
Oh, whoo. Alistair Crowley bicep.
Alistair Crowley. Oh, really?
Ooh, yep.
Yeah. Jeez.
I might have had, no.
Can't remember.
I just got him, I don't know, last October. Got this guy in March. Yeah, that's it. I've been slacking on this. I don't have time.
Still colorful.
I'm gonna get a face tattoo soon.
For real?
Yep.
Like where or why?
Oh, like,
right.
you know, maybe a cat head, something kind of hot. Okay, I don't do eyeliner. I can't wing that shit. Like, you know, some people can draw a straight line. Some people, I can cut a straight line. You know what I mean? Like, I can color, but I can't look at something and draw. I can paint, but I prefer oil pastels. You know, like, sometimes people beat themselves up and it's like, I'm not as good as she is or whatever. Yeah, you're not. She's a fucking lawyer, stupid. You're not a lawyer. You're a hairdresser. Why don't you be a good hairdresser? You know, like self-comparison is such a bad thing. But, you know, and I just, like, I want all my friends to, like, do what they're good at. Don't look at other people and you know.
What's next for the Tiffany Baxter path? What's on your bucket list, real quick? Give me a personal bucket list item.
Bucket list. It's weird. I was thinking about that. Man, that's so weird. Cause like literally, I thought of this morning, thinking that you might ask a question like that, and I fucking lost it, and it was something good, and I was like, God damn it. I don't know what I'm trying to survive every moment.
Your day to day.
Like, I can't, like, okay, it took me 12 years to take a vacation, and I went on one in April, and now I cannot wait to get out of the living hell I'm in financially, emotionally, like, you know, like, nothing really rocks my world like fucking money, okay? Like, it's so I'm I do have a plan for next, but like I need those good conservative boys that want to legalize that. You know, that's what I need in my favor next. But, you know, I have some ideas. I kind of want to do the podcasting thing, but, like, man, it's so hard not to just, like, do the trolling thing. The trolling thing's, like, uber easy right now. It's so easy to piss people off. I got called a cunt and told, fuck you, Tiffany Baxter, 79 times yesterday on a post because I didn't agree with the Nerds with Vaginas page because they said this was attractive. No, it ain't. So I'm a cunt. I'm bad. I go to the gym.
But you,
I'm a terrible person.
You kind of played into it.
Oh, dude, I laid right into it. I'm like, fuck you. I'll get you all amped up. Everyone was pissed. Everyone was pissed. It was fucking great. We sat at the shop and laughed our asses off. This is why we don't take social media seriously. Like, dude, I troll my own neighborhood's fucking Okolona Connected page on the daily because these people are like, oh my God, what's happening at Circle K? There's fucking 5 cop cars. Well, it's fucking Circle K. What do you think? One of 2 things happen. Somebody's dead or on drugs in the bathroom, or somebody's robbing the place. Like, those are the only two things. Did you need to take it to the internet and be like, oh my God, what's happening? I am so...
That's what social media.
Oh my God, dude, it's so bad. So this is where my terrible person comes in. And I'm like, are you fucking serious with yourself right now? I can't help it. I can't help it. And, you know, there's a certain councilwoman in the Okolona area that I just absolutely do not like. Because I've watched Okolona just slowly sink and go to shit. And, you know, she just sits on her ass and does, you know, I don't see anything she does. It's only getting worse. Our fucking city's homeless problems only getting worse. We got fucking vacant buildings everywhere. Can we put these people somewhere, please? Like, don't tell me there aren't people around. You can save Jewish Hospital. You can fucking open a hotel downtown or an abandoned fucking warehouse, whatever. You can cater to these people. There's no reason they should be in everybody's backyard, like camping in the woods with no facilities. It's fucking disgusting.
That's yeah. Don't. That's
and I don't mean disgusting as they're disgusting.
No, right.
It's disgusting on our part as far as how our cities ran. You know, it fucking bums me out. Am I going to get out there and go and fucking put myself in harm's way? No, I'm not. But I expect my city officials and all these tax dollars that keep disappearing because, you know, I'm not telling you who I'm going to the Derby with. But, you know, I mean, it's just one fucking, lost some money. It's bullshit. And then, there's so many hot topics right now. Like, I can't even fuck with politics this go around because I'm so fed up with it. Because, like, it's not... There's this guy, Jason Burmis, that I watch. He's like the info warrior, used to work on InfoWars, Alex Jones type shit. I don't know, but the guy's up in New York. He does a podcast. He does daily news all throughout the day, like 10, 15-minute videos all day long on current events. The kid's got it. He did a 9/11 conspiracy video, loose change. Like, he's done a few different things. Like, the kid's full of great. I say kid, he's fucking my age, but like, he's got a lot of good information, and he'll get you thinking. But you don't get that on your local news. You get a bunch of garbage, and that this was terrible. This person complained about this, and like. It's so negative. I can't fuck with our local news. I can't trust any news source.
Yeah, I think that's the theme right now. Is there's a lack of trust with the media, with our politicians, you know, the government. We're in a trying time right now, and at my age, all I want is hopefully shit gets right to where my grandsons, you know, don't have to worry or deal with.
Come on, no. Like, is that gonna happen though? Do you ever think, okay, like the Matt Bevin shit? You ever think maybe he's blowing all this shit out so he can lose, but in the meanwhile he's raking in cash, he's saving Jewish Hospital, putting money in Jewish Hospital for when he gets booted out in November. And then we get our wheat. Like the legalization is coming. It's coming, dude. There's people pushing for it. You know, I hope we get it really, really soon because like my next big idea thoroughly counts on it. Like, I'm gonna do something nobody's ever done. That's why I would love to tell you, but
stay tuned. That'll be the next time you're.
Hopefully in 6 months we're talking about this.
Well, that'll be a nice time for you to return.
But okay, bucket list comedy. I want to try comedy. I wanted to do it this year. But it's been a fucked up year. But I've noticed the more manic I am, the better improv I am. So it's almost like I need a sidekick just to run a camera on me all day, or I need to Kenny Powers. I've got some
comedy hookups for you. We could probably make it happen.
I don't know if I.
Well, you just got to try.
It's like when you have a mental
open
wellness,
mic night kind
you're
of thing.
either on or you're not, and I walked in here as close to 10 o'clock as close to 9 o'clock as possible because I don't want to sit there and think.
Right.
of how like not on point I am or question my, like, I'm telling you, I'm my biggest critic, and that's why I'm at the gym, and like, fuck you, judge me all you want. I've judged myself 100 times today. Thanks. You know, like, and all my
That's
friends.
where it stops.
Yeah,
no more than 100. 100's a limit.
My friends will tell you you're the most judgy person I know, but my friends also know I will tell them the truth every fucking time, because I don't know how to be a bad. I don't lie to my friends. I give it to them straight.
Well, I think you told me the truth for for the last hour. You've told me nothing but the truth, and I appreciate it. It's always good hanging out.
My mom said, "Will you please not say fuck?" I said, "I can't.
Right.
I can't. It's like it's that's part of my genetic code. I can't break. I can't get that word out of my system."
Well, let's start thinking about your next return. So in about 6 months, we'll have you back on and we'll shoot the shit.
And hopefully we can get Andrea here.
Yeah, well, that'd be cool.
Like,
well,
seriously.
Yeah, do it.
And I, have some other ideas, but
right.
I'll tell you in a second.
I'll
I'll tell you when nobody's listening, and y'all just have to come back and check and listen.
Thanks for hanging out with me.
Thank you so much,
Always
Kev.
good to see you, my
appreciate
buddy.
it. Sweet style of mine. I'm hiring. Fucking call me.
What's the address now? The new address?
10311 Watterson Trail. Right at Watterson Trail and Belltown Road in J-Town, across from the graveyard.
Tiffany Baxter.
So, come get weird.
Yeah.
Come get weird hair. Come get normal hair. I don't give a fuck. Come get your hair done. Have a good time.
You heard it from her. Thanks for hanging.